Hello and welcome to the tavern. My name's Jay. Yes, I'm still playing this game. I have not found another PvP game. The other one I was playing was in a playtest. I won't be seeing that until maybe sometime this month. It is a battle royale. I wish I was playing that instead of this, but we did get an update today, and uh, by the time you're watching this, yesterday, and the update was nothing. Basically, two of the I believe, gotta see what weapons. Also, I've changed up how everything looks. So like, if I'm trying to see how things work. Nah, still whatever. So basically, this gun, motherfucker. Okay, these two guns, the Gar and the Kug, whatever, got a velocity increase, I think bullet velocity by like 50 points. So I would have to bring it up. Let me do that right now because I can. Everything's fine. I can actually bring up other things and not be upset. Okay, yeah, 30 points each. So the bullet velocity increased from 790 to 820, and that's the Gar. The Cug is 800 to 830. So again, just 30 points flat out. And optimize the visual performance of assault rifle bullet velocity. That's what they did for assault rifle. Again, two assault rifles. Now, granted, these are the two assault rifles the heavies use, which is it's fine, but it's still a bit of a bitch. And this is the most pathetic thing I've seen. And it tells me that they do not know how to balance the game. The SMG5, the base damage increased from 22 to 23, optimizing time to kill against larger valiant ones. 22 to 23. A 1 point difference. Now, that could be massive, but it's essentially a nothing change. All of this because they're working on a PvE mode. I don't think the PvE is. I don't think that's gonna save the game. We're gonna be completely honest. I don't think the PvE is going to save this game. I'm going to equip my SMG5 here. We'll test out the damage. But I will say this. The PvE is not going to save this game. This game is dead in the water. All because the developers don't know they don't know what direction they want the game to go. That'll be one. Two, is it gonna be, I'm gonna give my honest criticism here. They don't know what direction to put everything. That'll be one. Two, the balance is god awful. Three, they downsized so much. They downsized when I believe when the game was released or sometime after, whatever it is that they had to do there. And four, I don't think they know what they're doing. They're play testing things. Things are not working the way that they are supposed to. And we're at the point where we're at, like, right now, as of this recording, like 56, 57 players. And I think that number is just realistically dropping because this game isn't doing great. So yeah, 23. 150 HP target. So 1 bullet, 2 bullets, 3 bullets, 4 bullets, 5 bullets, 6 bullets, 7 bullets. 7 bullets. 1, 2. That's just 35. That's 35. What? Hold up. Yeah, 35, 70. And that's just 5 bullets. So we go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
So let me see something here. I'm gonna do quick math. Quick math to calculate on the phone. 22 times 5 equals 110. Let's go 22 times 7 equals 154. That's the damage before. It was 22 damage. So 23 times 7 equals 161. So one damage, well, yeah, it actually tracks out with 150. So let's try 23 times 6 is 138. Now, sorry if you can't like see, but like yeah, like if you look at it, 23, and then that's it. But it still doesn't like address range. So if I was to shoot down, oh, I have range mods. Let me like shoot further back. This target right here. I'm doing 12 instead of 11. So I go up 1 damage at range.
Reloading. Almost ready.
That's just that. This was like a nothing change. This is what I call a nothing change. Here's why. That 1 point of damage does not change the needle against anybody. It may take 1 less bullet against, say, a 180 health target, and that's about it. Actually, will it? Actually, yes, it will. Because, so we're gonna do it again. I'm not gonna do it on here, but like 23 times, let's say 10. Actually, let's go 9. Yep, 210, 8 is 184. So instead of taking 7 bullets, it takes 8 for the 180 health target. If I do 22 times 8, basically 1 less bullet. That's all it is. 1 less bullet against a massive target. That's it. And it's not even by much. It's only by like 2 points. 2 points of health. That's all the update did. And here's the thing, right? We're in early access. Before the game releases, you need to start again. The criticism is the updates aren't happening fast enough. Here's a better way of doing this. Fuck the PvE. It is not going to save the game. And let's focus on like actual balance of the game, and let's go with broad sweeping changes. You need broad sweeping changes, not these small amounts of changes that does nothing because it doesn't move the needle. The game stays the same way. What you need, again, just please, broad sweeping changes. Change how all the guns work. We're gonna go into the guns, and so like we have this, right? Spread increase per shot, perfectly fine. Range plus 28. The downside, sprint to ADS, sprint to hipfire, and ADS speed minus. This again plus 20 meters range, only ADS. So there's a clear distinction between these two. This one, range plus 25. Sprint to ADS plus 20, 15, and basically these two, except for like the sprint speed and like doesn't matter. Does not fucking matter. It's a redundant. It's just redundant. There's another one that increases range. The heavy magazine. Now what that does, again, this is where you want like how do you build things? Recoil, horizontal speed, reload speed. Perfectly fine. That you're trading different things to get that range. You're giving up a trade-off. I don't want to see redundant things. For example, this tactical silencer, mini map stealth range while firing, does absolutely nothing else. For this, look at this. This does something else. while being better than this. You never pick this. What's another one? This one, minus recoil, a lot better. You pick this over something else. Same thing, minus recoil, but just vertical recoil. This is both. This is vertical. You can make the distinction of which one do I want. This one does both. This one does one. There's this one here which does one. And you start seeing like there's a lot of redundancy within the attachments. So for example, get rid of all the redundant attachments, have it like specific to like a weapon category. Because this light flash hider minus recoil. Again, you could just go this. That this is like whatever, but like this is better because like you don't care about hip fire or sprint to ADS, sprint to hip fire because you don't want to sprint too much. But you start seeing things. For example, like this laser attachment. It's fine because it's for jumping. Then we have this. Then we have the laser pointer, which is just 9% hip fire rate versus 19. You always pick the tactical laser pointer. You don't pick this one because it's less, unless it's the only thing you have, and that's a problem. Sprint to ADS, we don't care. Sprint to ADS, again, same thing. It's just we don't use it. This is unique. There's a something else attached. You could also go for the one on the muzzle, which would like decrease it by like what 49%. So you can go this and that and be fine. And then if you want range, you give up recoil, which perfectly fine. But like there's a lot of redundancy. There's a lot of like unnecessary bullshit. No, I will try this. I will get rid of. Actually, I'm not gonna get rid of range, but I will get rid of like a lot of this for this and see how this works out. Because it's gonna be a lot of recoil. And again, this is the problem with how the game is. Uh-oh, I didn't want to do that. So I'm back to doing what I'm doing, using weaker weapons, not going for the stronger weapons, because I'm gonna be honest, I can't recommend this game. If you're going to play this game, come in and play it for fun, knowing that nothing matters. Come in, play for fun, satiate your curiosity, so on and so forth. At this point, that's the only thing you have to do. If you have another PvP game you want to play, go for that. I would not recommend this game because there's nothing in this game that really keeps you here. I don't have any other game because like what I want is like a nice slow game, a nice slow PvP game that I'm never getting.
Need this? Bring out the enemy attack.
Watch out for enemy attack. Bravo 2 is taking fire. Defend the position. Bravo 2 is now in enemy hands.
Reloading. Almost ready.
The enemy
more
has Bravo
casualties.
2.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Bravo 1 secure.
this is what I mean, right? So like, here's what's happening. I can't do anything because like I don't have the damage they have. That's the biggest thing. I do not have the damage other characters have, and so I'm forced to use things I don't have.
Reloading. Almost ready. Enemy attack. Ready to fight. Is ready. Someone's hit. Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost ready. Friends in the taking fire.
Securing Bravo 2. Stay alert.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
The enemy has Bravo 1.
Friends in the taking fire. They could have.
Okay.
Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost ready.
Bravo 2. Request assistance immediately.
Hold on.
We're taking Bravo.
Enemy attack.
We've lost Bravo 2.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
The enemy has Bravo 2.
Reloading. Almost ready. Medical device is ready.
Bravo 1 acquired.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I understand. We're in bot matches. We are seriously in bot matches, and it's annoying.
The enemy is attacking Bravo 1. Request assistance
Don't
immediately.
keep eye on me.
Hold your ground. Bravo 1 is now in enemy hands.
We kind of just been swapping off.
Reloading. Almost ready. Friends in the taking fire. Oh.
Just been kind of like swapping off here and there,
Reloading.
which I would say is fine.
Hang in there, please. Help me. Friends that are taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost ready. Hold on.
There's no way. Yeah, so far it's just like two people, like on each team, I think.
Reloading. Almost ready. Hang in there.
You've been fucking boxed.
Do not engage. Do not. Medical device is ready. Enemy attack. Someone's hit. Do not engage. Do not engage. We will definitely win. Oh. Cover me. I'm reloading.
This is what I mean though. Like the gun doesn't do damage where when it needs to, and that's like a major problem with the game. Like I'm supposed to be a close range gun nut,
Stay frosty. Hold your ground.
and yet my gun doesn't do what it needs to do up close. And like that's the major problem. My gun doesn't do the damage it needs to do up close. So like give me the range I need to be able to do things. Like if I'm not gonna do damage, give me the range. If I'm not gonna have range, give me damage. Like make it worth something to use. The damage is not up there. 23 damage doesn't do much. Or here's what you do. Just make it.
Almost ready.
If Bravo 2's taking fire, it's just like, here's the thing, right? I don't mind if like things are happening, but it's like, give the gun what it needs to actually do something. Because like right now the gun doesn't do anything. You need range. You need to add these mods. Like I'm sorry, devs, fuck everything you're doing and like make the game function, make it work, make drastic changes that isn't PvE. It's not going to save your game. If anything, you killed your game doing that. Like that's just like the realest thing I can say. You killed your game doing PvE, and it's gonna go down like other live service games, and it's gonna be known as Concord 4. We don't want another Concord. We want actual good games. So like, just make an actual good game.
Almost ready. Someone's hit.
And let's take away the bots. At this point, bots are needed because like you don't have the player base.
Hold on. Medical device is ready. Friends are taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading. Don't shoot eye on me. Someone's hit. Enemy attack.
Like, let's be honest. The game isn't gonna go anywhere. The game is like it's losing the player base it has because it doesn't know where it wants to be.
Almost ready.
That's the biggest thing. It doesn't know where it wants to be. Oh my god. And then I can't even like shoot above like the targets I want to shoot.
Cover me. I'm reloading. Someone's hit. Reloading. Almost ready. Friends are taking fire.
Like all it takes is just like a well-placed anything that's not a healer, because the healer they can't keep up. Like a healer literally cannot keep up.
Medical device is ready. Hang in there.
Like I wish a healer could keep up, but if a healer has to keep up without doing healing, without doing a healer job, then they're not a healer. Like I shouldn't be out there like I should be out there trying to heal. I should be out there trying to revive, but I cannot do that because like nothing in the game lets me. Because like I don't have the damage, I don't have the ability to heal when the time to kill is so fucking low. You might as well not have healers. And I don't like the idea that I have to play a different Valiant
Cover me. I'm
to get like any sort of value out of this.
reloading. Almost ready. Friends that are taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading. Someone's hit. Reloading. Almost ready. Enemy attack. Do not engage. Cover me. I'm reloading. Friends that are taking fire.
Like, here's the thing, right? The one damage is to address the damage coming in from larger foes. That's what the 1 point of damage does. The time they kill against larger foes. It doesn't do that.
Someone's hit. Medical device is ready. Don't you die on me. Cover me. I'm reloading. Friends that are taking fire. Enemy attack. Do not engage. Do not engage. Someone's hit. Do not engage. Do not reloading. Almost ready. Friends that are taking fire.
And it's like, so me getting my ultimate is contingent on reviving.
Hold on. Cover me. I'm reloading. Enemy attack. Medical. You'll be fine. Do not engage. Do not engage. Someone's hit. Reloading.
Okay.
Ready. Hang in there, please. Cover me. I'm reloading. Friends that are taking fire. Reloading. Almost ready. Cover me. I'm reloading. Do not engage. Do not engage. No more. Reloading. Almost ready. Medical device is ready. Cover me. I'm reloading. We will definitely win. Someone's hit. Enemy attack. Oh. Hold on. Friends that are taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Okay.
Someone's hit. Do not engage. Do not engage. Reloading. Almost ready. Cover me. I'm reloading. Enemy attack. Reloading. Almost ready. Hang in there, please.
Motherfucker! How? Where?
We've lost Charlie 1.
I want to know where. They don't have a Yuli. We win. Fuck that shit, man.
Enemy has Charlie 2. Overtime. Final hours, team. Hold your ground. Defender, stay strong. Hold your ground. Charlie 1 is now in enemy hands.
Someone's hit. Enemy attack. Cover me. I'm reloading. Friends are taking fire.
We lose. We fucking lose. Like, this is why you don't have fucking bots in your fucking game. Like, if you're going to have bots in your game, it needs to be a smaller game. Downscale your game. Don't make it a 40, like a 20 versus 20 if your game cannot handle 20 versus 20. Your game cannot handle 20 versus 20. If you need bots in your fucking game, I'm sorry, your game is shit. Bots are only relegated to fucking train. To figure out what you need to do. Statistics, all of that. Fuck these bots. They do nothing. They hinder gameplay. They don't tell you whether or not you're doing good or not. You don't improve with this shit. This is why no one wants to play this fucking game. The bots do nothing. They do nothing. Like, the bot behavior just sucks. And they're not gonna get any better. When we play the PvE mode, the bots are still gonna fucking suck. Because the only way you make them difficult is if you improve their fucking HP pools. This is why this game is dying. This is why nothing happens in this game. Because realistically, nothing ever will happen because nothing's changing. There is no... Okay, you know what? Let me just do all this real fast. Claim everything. Because like I am at that point of like, fuck this game. Fuck the developers. They are not... They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And it's like, I don't know what it's like over in fucking China. I don't know how they're playing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they're balanced. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, they're testing and testing and testing and testing. And it's like, what are you testing for? We're in early access. Start giving us updates of why you're doing what you're doing and why is it always like so negligible. Like, this right here should be a test. This is, that gun got 1 point of damage to address the growing issue of larger valiants. And it did nothing. It does nothing. The weapon does fuck all. That was just a... What this patch is a fucking joke patch. It is a joke update. It is meant to say, hey, we're working on the game. Here is something. And it does absolutely fucking nothing. It does nothing. That's just it. Like, I'll go into another game. And if I'm like exasperated, if I'm upset, it's because I'm going to show you the weapon that everybody uses because it's the only viable weapon in the fucking game that doesn't need anything else. The only viable weapon in the game for lights, for the because the game, here's the problem, right? The game was not balanced based on like any sort of like metric. It was not balanced on any sort of metric. It is just you use this gun, you use this gun, you have fun. That's it. This is your only gun you're using. Fuck everything else. And I don't like that. I don't like it. None of the guns have like an identity they can claim their own that you can go and use. Like, you see how they threw that?
Medical device is ready. Hang in there, please. Someone's hit. Enemy attack. I'm reloading. We will definitely win. Cover me. I'm reloading. Reloading. Almost ready. Friends are taking fire. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Again, 180 health character.
Someone's hit. Reloading. Almost ready. Do not engage. Cover me. I'm reloading. Someone's hit. Reloading. Almost ready. Friends are taking fire. Medical device is ready. Don't you die on me. Do not cover me. I'm reloading. Enemy attack. Someone's hit. Reloading. Almost ready.
Like, if I had like a moniker or aim, I can like get more things done. Or like, if I wasn't, I'm just like pissed off. Like, I'm pissed off, and that's why you just see me like holding fire. Because otherwise, it would have been like boom, 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 boom.
Cover me. I'm reloading. They could have been saved. Friends are taking fire.
Because like that shotgun right there shouldn't have like the capability like of a long range. Like, it shouldn't have long range capabilities. I'm sorry, it really shouldn't, but that's the only shotgun that does. I'm tired. I'm going back to my other gun. What do I have on this shit? Let me go back to hip fire. And I think I'll just do like light silencer.
Enemy attack.
Attacker.
Someone's hit.
Because like, here's the thing, right? That shotgun really shouldn't have the range. It really shouldn't.
Hang in there, please. Listen up. I'll catch you up. Someone's hit. Cover me. I'm reloading. Do not engage. Do not engage.
Box the fuck out of you.
Medical device is ready. We would definitely win. Reloading. Almost ready. Hold on. Cover me. I'm reloading. Friends are taking fire.
Like, here's the thing, right? They heavily nerfed every shotgun except for Ryan's, because Ryan's is an assault. Like they, and that's the problem. You don't nerf every fucking gun that isn't the assault rifle because it's not an assault rifle.
Enemy attack! Reloading. Almost near them. Please, someone's hit. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Because like, this is why I hate the fucking game. Like I like the game for what it is, for what it tries, but like everything else about it is just like, everything about it is just like, fuck you, play the assault class because that's the only thing that fucking matters. And I don't like that fucking that mentality.
Hold on. Medical device is ready. Don't die on me. Reloading. Almost ready. Someone's hit. Enemy attack. Random taking fire. Do not engage. Do not engage. Cover me. I'm reloading. Hang in there, please. Oh. Reloading. Almost ready. Someone's hit. Cover me. I'm reloading. Enemy attack. Random taking fire.
Like we win because we have to just rush it down. I don't want that to be the. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna. That's gonna be my last game, but like, you see what I have to do, the weapons I have to use to push, to do anything. It's either a low-powered weapon with a lot of bullets or a high-powered weapon with like a monicum of bullets. I did get this achievement because you know, thank you Mex. But like, here's the thing, right? 70 bullets for like 22 damage. That is fine. And it's a fast fire rate. It's not meant to like, it doesn't have any like other attachments for like not muzzle attachments. But then this gun itself doesn't, it's like it's supposed to be like a hybrid of like range and like close quarters. This does that better. Like I don't need to put a range mod on this for it to do good. It just does good. This is I believe like does 24 damage, can be good, but isn't. Or like, I'm not even gonna say isn't. It's just like it's high recoil. Because like it's okay, so I have to put like some range mod on it, right? So like I can put this or I can put this. It looks ugly, if I'm gonna be honest. But like realistically, it's again like it's how do you make this better? Because like I have to cut down on like so much like recoil on just to make a gun good. Overall, here's the problem. Let me just do this real fast as well because I did something. Oh, never mind. I didn't do anything. Here's the problem with the game and the fact that the developers are not looking at it as a problem. Like, they keep buffing assault rifles without ever thinking, what about the other weapons? Like, let's stop looking at the assault rifles, which only the assault class can use. Okay? So like, these weapons, because you don't get the GAR or whatever, these 8 weapons, there are 10 assault rifles, those 8, only one is shared across every class. Otherwise, all of this is between who? Fox, Tiger. Does Ryan get one? Athena. Ryan's assault rifles. Ryan -2. And like, let's not build around these 4. These 4 are overtuned. For what they do, they are overtuned and they are all close range. I understand the need of like, they should be versatile. I'm going to throw this at you if you're watching this video. The other classes need to be just as versatile. They all need to be versatile if that's their philosophy. If these are close range characters with long range with close range abilities with mid range guns, the medics need mid range options for the fact that they have no close range abilities, for the fact that they have no damaging abilities. And let's throw it to the scouts. They have some close range abilities, some damage. They have damaging abilities. Some is range, some is not. They have snipers, so they have to compensate. They can't just throw these abilities out there. But they also have close range weapons. They don't need a mid-range option. They don't need mid-range because their abilities compensate for that. Let's go with the experts. The experts could use mid to long range weaponry because they're for area lockdown. The medics don't have anything that makes them like usable. The time to kill is very slow. None of the bots are using cover. We have a lot of cover that we can use, basically a cover-based shooter, but we can't use them. They aren't using them, so the healing doesn't work. And I think that's just it. The bots don't actually understand. You're not making the bots understand cover. Like, they're not imposing strategies that people would use. People would use cover. I like the game that it's like the assaults could come in and like wreck house, but they have to come in knowing that they're facing down the barrel of like 5 guns. Instead of like trying to buff like the assault rifle, let's give other classes some mid-range options. Because I believe like these 4 have it, these 2 already have it. Because like you have some assault rifles. Like you have an SMG, you have a close range option, an SMG, mid range, range. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Mid range options, whatever. Vlad here. I believe these are shared among both bears. Mid to long range. Decent damage. But like low fire rate. That is fine. And they have the assault rifle. They don't have any close range options, but that's fine. They're designed in a way to like keep people at bay. And that's what it is, to keep people at bay. Marquez she suffers a little bit. The only assault rifle shares it with the medics. These 4 SMGs, shotguns, and then the DMRs. She just got the DSV, so she has long range options as well as close range options. So she has no mid range, but again, she's supposed to be like an area denier. Throw mines, set traps, deny an area. Yuli, same thing, except he gets the DMP. He gets one more SMG, and that's because they took it away from Marquez, because her abilities allow her to compensate for the fact that the fire rate. Again, shotguns, and he doesn't have the DSV, but he still has options. He also has the Yuli mobile, which is a mobile explosive. And then we ran through you, same thing. And like these are the only other 2 assault rifles that like work with Panda and Bear. And then we get to like the medics, and like the only two weapons they have among everybody else is the PPSH and the DMP. And realistically, it's only the PPSH that these two have above everybody else. They don't have any other options. Everything they own is basically like extremely close range, and then you have to build the AKS. You basically build the AKS with an extra 55 meters of range. And I believe the damage of it, I will showcase it right now. The damage of it is like very low. But it's like, it's the only other assault rifle that can be used. It's the only other assault rifle that can be used at like the range it's supposed to be used. So let me just like, I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna go extended drum. That is that. That is that. That's like compensate recoil, but at this point I don't even care about recoil. And like, I'm just gonna like show this off. Like damage is 25. Like because the damage is 25, you would basically like use this. But like, and that's basically the recoil. So like you have to fight the recoil all the time. And so like you would have to build this if you don't have range. If you don't have range, you have to build it with like so much like recoil. Because like I believe this is like -11 vertical recoil. So now it should be like -16 vertical recoil. I don't know if you have any. Oh no, you just have extended mag. Because like, and then like it's 25. Let's go with like range 20. Let's go down range. Let's go further down range. I forgot this is a assault rifle. 16. But yeah, it's like right here, I can like focus on like that 20 damage and be perfectly fine. Because I can burst fire it and like, and that'll be that. But it's like, this is the major thing. We're gonna just do this. This will be the end of the video. The major thing is none of the weapons feel like, I'm not gonna say none of the weapons. The weapons that feel right are the assault rifles, and the weapons that are shafted right now are the SMGs. And then we get the one update that like would do something for the SMGs, and it's just 1 point of extra damage that meant nothing. Because like I still have to be up close and personal for that one damage to actually matter. But it was the game is a joke. Like again, I'm enjoying the game and I have to enjoy it in like a different way. Like I have to enjoy it in a different way. But I'm also just gonna be like I'm going to give my criticism in a way that it's gonna sound mean and it's gonna sound like I'm not giving anything, but I'm trying to. I'm basically talking to like developers that never watched the videos, who probably can't watch the video, who only probably watch it on Twitch. And if I were to look this up on Twitch, it's probably nobody. They're probably streaming to like nobody because like the game isn't going anywhere. Like if only 56 people, like 50 something people play the game, and like the peak is maybe 80. Because like I think the peak was like 80 or like 100. I would say it's not bad, but it's like no, it's bad because you're not balancing for the game. People are leaving, they aren't coming back, and we aren't getting games that are meaningful. It is like a whole advertisement thing as well, but it still falls under the banner of you're not balancing the game in a way that like that changes things, because nobody's using the guard. Nobody cares about bullet velocity. We don't track bullet velocity. We don't track these things. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I don't know how. If I can find another PvP game, I will showcase that instead of this, and maybe this if an update actually happens. But like at some point, this needs to change. Like this was how many people I played with over the time. Over the course of the game, this is how many people I played with. And they all dropped off. Or like most of them dropped off. Now I'm seeing like very few players, and maybe they play at different times. That could just be the case. They play at different times, but they don't play the game. They probably talk about the game, but it's like until an actual balance happens, because like a lot of people are in the Discord. They're chatting it up, but they don't want to touch the game because like they look at the update, nothing really changed. The game is still the same. It's not bringing people in, and if it's not bringing people in, at some point the game is going to die. There is no competitive scene to this game. Anyways, the tavern is closed. I shall see you all later. Have a good day, everybody.